dream home in just 4 weeks. Hi, I'm Sasha from Make a Mint in a Meltdown. We're in the gorgeous seaside suburb of North Beach. I'm helping a family renovate an old shack into a luxurious abode. They've just sold their 2-storey house. They've only got 2 weeks to renovate, so they've called me. Everyone thinks they're crazy. Bowl it over, they say. Not a chance. I can go in and turn this old shack into a beautiful coastal dream for this family where the kids can run free. Let's take a look. We're doing a renovation in North Beach. It's a really old home. We've just gutted it. 2-week renovation, massive transformation. Come and have a look. We have Graham the wallpaper. He's stripped all the walls and he's starting to put all new wallpapers up. This whole house had wallpaper throughout the entire house. Very daggy, old-fashioned wallpaper. You can see the carpet, the old shag pile. It's a very sort of 1960s style home. So we've got a nice white hallway. We're re-wallpapering the whole thing through here. We're making an Sour's ear turn into a beautiful swan, ugly duckling into a swan. Through here we have pink carpets on the floors. We have some lovely painters redoing all the ceilings. We actually had old, horrible ceilings, so we've put new ceilings up, resprayed the dados. How you going, guys?
Yeah, good.
Cracking through it?
Yeah, we've got the corners done the other day. The rain to come in and start wallpapering the walls.
So no pressure, you've got a whole house to paint plus a granny flat, no pressure to do it in 2 weeks?
No worries, should be good.
Great, that's what I like to hear. Through to the right here we have the master bedroom. It was a lounge, now being converted into a master bedroom. So what we've done in here is we've gyprocked in an old fireplace. We're going to put a new fireplace and put some gorgeous wallpaper there. What you can see here as well, we've built this stud wall. This didn't used to be here. We're putting a beautiful feature wallpaper on there so the master bed can go here. If you have a look through here, you can see the daggy old wallpaper. This is what the house used to look like. So you can see the state, there's old floorboards here, all the carpets come up, the shag pile. The whole house was wallpapered in this. Because the walls are very old, we can't just strip it and paint them, so we're actually re-wallpapering the entire house, but with some new funky modern wallpapers which will really create a wow factor. All in silver colours and modern contemporary, redone all the windows, new beautiful shears and blinds going up through here. So if we look back through the hallway, we're going to have beautiful shears over the windows, and coming through here, you can see the gorgeous burgundy carpet. Again, very daggy. It had a daggy wallpaper, a daggy wardrobe. So we've taken all the motives off the wardrobes and just repainting. New handles makes the old wardrobe look like new. All of the doors you can see are very daggy. We've repainted them. They were wooden. We're repainting, putting funky new handles. So you don't have to change doors and go to a lot of expense. You can just paint and put a new handle and it looks like brand new. Have a look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? So you could see the daggy wallpaper before, now look at the new stuff. It's going to look amazing. Through here we have this was an old cabinet which we've knocked out. There was a wall that we've actually knocked through to open up this space because it was more enclosed. And out through here this was an old sunroom. We're turning in this to a dining room, so we're having a nice chandelier here. We're putting wooden floors straight over the existing floor. Here you can see Dave. Again, we're laying this gorgeous eco plant. It's a floating floor, so it's not a real wood floor. It's a semi-gloss, straight over the existing boards. It's quick, it's easy, gets done in a day. You can see the state of the old kitchen. I mean, we've gyprocked this now, but when we pulled it apart, all the walls started to come down. So when you work in these old houses, there's a lot of patching to do. So we're patching it up and we're going to put a beautiful kitchen in here. We've made a feature recess there with some downlights, beautiful big stove in there. So we're rebuilding the whole kitchen to make it look funky. This is the granny flat of the house. What we actually did with these owners, I advised them, they bought this house on a great big duplex block and it could be split in 2 blocks side by side. They were going to bowl this original house and the granny flat over. However, I said to them, you've got a home that it might look very old and very daggy, but if we funk it up, put new wallpapers on, new flooring, new carpets, redo your granny flat, you can actually subdivide behind the block and have 2 blocks side by side rather than this way side by side, back behind each other. Both got ocean views to the beach there. They'll make a lot more money that way. So I've just probably made the couple at least $250,000 on the front house, and they're probably $1.2 million for the back house. This is day 9 of the renovation. Here we have Lindley, our gorgeous client. We're renovating her home for her in 9 days. Come out the back and have a look at the granny flat. So we're doing the final coat of paint today. Carpets are going down tomorrow morning. Here's my lovely painters. Morning, guys.
Morning.
Doing a bit of patching. We've repainted all of this. Kitchen's gone in. We finish this renovation tomorrow, so we're on day 9, finishes tomorrow. So you can see we've got all the boys on board. Another painter, this is Lee. He's head honcho, big boss of the painters. Another painter, just getting this all finished through here. Bathroom's coming along really nicely. We've just put the vanity in, and shower screens are going in tomorrow. So today it still looks like it's a bit of a mess, but in 1 day time, the whole house will be finished. Back into the main house, here we are. Floorboards are coming down. Dave's working hard on the floors, as always, aren't you, Dave?
G'day, Sasha. Yeah, working hard as usual.
Everything's got to be done by tomorrow, so it still looks like it's a mess on day 9, but tomorrow, trust me, the whole house will be finished, cleaned, chandeliers up, carpets in the bedroom, so you can see through here. We've got the underlay going down. We've got the beautiful wallpapers on this wall and the fireplace being done, so carpets are going in, light fittings are going up today, and then furnishings will be going in on Saturday. So the clients move in tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, all furnished. So back through to the main floor. It's going to be beautiful shears across these windows. Here we go, we've got a woman tradie, I love that. How are you, darling?
Good, thanks.
That's good. Into the bathroom here, we've got the bath being re-enamelled today. The floors are going down, we're putting new vinyls on the floors, new vanities going in. Hi guys.
Hi.
So we've got the laundry in here. This is Daniel, my gorgeous carpet man. Vinyls are going down on the floor. We've repainted everything. All of the laundry cabinets are going in. Sinks have gone down. Off we go to the kitchen. Floorboards have all been put through this area. You can see the cabinets have gone in, they look fantastic. We've got stainless steel splashbacks coming in, Perspex splashbacks coming in on here. All this will be re-wallpapered. By tomorrow, all done, finished. Today I'm putting together a design stories for one of our clients. This is a coastal theme, and this is how we get started to create the right look for the home. As you can see, we've got a range of different samples here, looking from pictures which we get from inspiration. You can see these design books over here. We buy the latest magazine to see what's hip and what's happening, and then we go through coastal classical looks in all the books and we tab them so we can get all of our inspiration. So for example, here's a design book that's got a coastal style bathroom. It's got all the aqua blues and all the colours. So then how we create the visual for the client, it's very important that they can see it because a lot of people aren't visual. We start to put the colour swatches down, the paint swatches down, bits of rope, bits of fabric for their blinds, the carpets, the upholstery that they might use onto their lounge suites, the tiles that they're going to use in the bathroom. So we start to create a story with all the different elements that we're going to bring in. It's very important that whether we're doing a coastal theme or a Parisian theme or contemporary, whatever style we're custom designing for the clients, that they can feel comfortable and turn their house into a home, and on top of that, create exponential wealth in their home and add the value to the home, as well as creating happiness and their dream sanctuary. Today I'm with my gorgeous resident agent Sam from Original Property Brokers. Now Sam follows me on our renovation journey. She sees all the befores and afters, so she does the estimations for us. Now Sam's background is actually from the UK and she's looked at the US markets, the UK markets, the Australian markets. She has offices in Dubai, so she's quite global in terms of her real estate business and very knowledgeable in the area. And what we're talking about today is how we can add massive value through renovation, then leverage on that growth to then buy other investment properties, because right now globally and particularly in Australia it's a buyer's market, so there's bargains out there.
Definitely.
So Sam, in this market, tell us your tips and ideas on what people can do to add value and make the most amount of money today.
I think there's a huge amount of people who are looking to do renovations. They want to buy the older homes because they're in the suburbs that they want to live in, whether they be around the city, in the ocean, even in the hills, whatever their lifestyle choice is. Some of them want bigger blocks. They want the older style homes, but they don't want to live in a daggy old home. They want a nice lifestyle, something nice to live in, and that's where the renovations come in, adding the value to the property for their lifestyle, and then obviously adding value to the property also, in a commercial sense, that they can actually then utilise that equity to go on and further their portfolios.
And buy other properties. And I think the key here is to the speed of renovation, because what you mentioned is a good point. People want the area, but they don't like the old home, so they naturally think to build, and then that's a 2-year process and a headache and a hassle. When we come in and we do it in 2 weeks or 4 weeks and turn a home from drabulous to fabulous fast, and the client can go on holidays, we do the whole thing hassle-free. They're getting their location, they're getting their dream home, they're getting their lifestyle. And on top of that, we've started the Million Dollar Club, which is for people like ourselves who are so busy and time poor. We know there's massive opportunity in this market, but we're so busy renovating for everyone else.
That's right.
That I sort of thought of this concept that I know there's a lot of my clients come to me and say, Sash, we want to buy more stuff and we haven't had time. So we've banded together to form a complete property service where we have a property mentor to sort out whether you want capital or cash flow, because the type of property is going to be different on the type of strategy that you have depending on your situation. We sort out the finance, we sort out the tax structures. We find all the properties, Sam sources all the properties through all the agents and links throughout the market, and then I go around with my team and renovate them, so we add value straight away, create wealth for clients, and that helps them to build their property portfolio if they haven't got the time to do it themselves.
And there's a lot of people in that situation these days, and a lot of people think they can do it themselves. And a year, 2 years down the road, I
Still
go
not
to their
done.
properties and it's still not done.
Still not done.
They might have got divorced over it,
Yeah.
A lot of people do. It becomes a huge stress.
Well, I always laugh with my clients to say that we do offer marriage counselling as well, because it is. I actually see the husbands and wives are fighting because the wife wants everything and the man's controlling the purse strings, and it is a huge hassle to even think about embarking, as well as the fact that you're not allowed to renovate over 20,000 without a building licence.
Right.
So we can just take the whole hassle out, find everything, basically increase clients' wealth as well as their lifestyle.
In such a short time period.
Yeah.
I mean, if someone's stuck for cash and they wanted to do an investment, the best thing to look at is what they've actually got.
Yeah.
And do fast renovations on them to create that instant equity, and then the bank will loan on it.
Yeah, exactly. And interesting points when we were chatting to Rob, the finance guy, about being able to borrow against the new proposed valuation, because a lot of people have cash, but if you don't, you can get finance today on the proposed valuation after the renovation, which I think is a really hot tip.
Sure, exactly. And if you're living in a really high end sort of suburb where your properties can grow exponentially, which they can still in this market.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot better way to do it.
We're adding value when the markets went down. We're adding it back in, guys. What are you waiting for? Get out in the market and get going. Start renovating. Here's my gorgeous client, Lindley. How are you, darling?
Yeah, good, thanks, Ash.
We've come back a year after the renovation to see how you're settling in and enjoying it. How's life?
Yeah, it's been good. It's December, so it's a busy time of the year, as lots of things going on.
Yeah,
But loving the house. It's been wonderful.
So tell me, Lindley, your process of when you met me. You got a brochure in the mail.
It was very bizarre. I walked past this house on the way back from Auskick with my son, and I just looked at it and I thought, oh, maybe the big, it's a 1,250 square metre block, and he just needed some more space to run around in. Went home, put the house on the market, didn't know, put an offer in here, didn't know if it would happen. The dominoes just all happened. And before
It all lined up.
It all lined up. We had 21 days to get out of our house, which was quite, freaky at the time. And then I had your flyer in the mail, which you were like my lifesaver. And I met you, within a few days. You came through, quoted it up, and we were making selections. And then 14 days or 11 days, I think it actually ended being. You converted this house from shag piles and yellow and brown Laminex into what I have today.
I know, you can't believe the difference, and you forget, how bad it was at the start. And everybody thought you were a bit crazy for doing it, didn't they?
Absolutely. It was a bulldoze job, and everyone in the street thought that we'd bulldoze the house as well.
Yeah.
And it's old. There's people that had lived here for a very, very long time, and we just saw potential for a home. It had a really nice feel about it. Just needed some love. And
now
a bit of a makeover.
It's so glamorous, isn't it?
Yeah, I love bling.
Yeah.
You love bling. I love bling. So it was really good from that point of view that we had very similar tastes, and we were able to give it that makeover.
Which was fantastic because we could put the glamorous touch. I have to tone myself down sometimes for some clients, but with you, it was love at first sight, wasn't it? We could do it together and create this fantastic, and it really is such a gorgeous home. And what you've done to the outside, putting the pool and all the garden, David, is just so gorgeous for you to enjoy as the family. But the exciting news is we've just had Sam, the real estate agent, come back, and I would have thought, having done property for many years myself, 17 years, that subdividing would have maximised the value even more. You will always add a lot of value when you renovate. So you knew that we took the value back up to about 2.8 and you paid 2.1 for it. So in that short 11-day first renovation, it was $700,000 rise, which you would have been very excited with.
I was amazed. I didn't think it would be. I mean, we moved for lifestyle.
Yeah.
We also moved for a bit of a superannuation nest egg because we knew it was subdividable, even though we weren't going to do that initially, and didn't think that we would actually get the return straight away. We thought that we'd make it look good and livable. Yeah. But didn't expect that sort of investment return.
Which is a huge thing because the market has dropped. So to be able to make that money, and this is what I say to a lot of my clients, which is so important to know, that we're giving people dream homes and we're giving them the lifestyle, but what they don't anticipate is the wealth that you get through it as well. So it's not just about the renovation, it's the lifestyle, the dream home and the wealth. And then if you use that wealth and roll it, you can increase your property portfolio for superannuation or whatever you need. Now the more exciting news I've got for you today is that Sam's just revalued it now at $3.2 million.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
That is huge. So that's another 400 grand on top of the 700. So it's 1.1 million. So 2.1 mil to about 3.2 mil.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the money that you've spent on the house and in the gardens, has been the most valuable investment and a very fast, quick one in a down market.
He won't believe it. He's the one that did all of the hard work in the backyard with the gardens and getting everything, and wheelbarrow mulch and things like that. So
he's exhausted, so it's worth it at the end.
Yeah.
So a bit of hard work and it's worth it. We did all the inside and then you did the outside, and great combination and great lifestyle for you guys. So well done. I'm very pleased for you. Thank you.
That is great news. And exciting because I'm actually looking at a development property at the moment, and then I can use the increased equity and wealth that we've made here, hopefully.
Absolutely. Sell it now and do it again, or use the equity and do it again.
Use the equity is what I'd,
Call me when you get that property.